Have you ever seen a Starship prototype from a starbase in Texas, powered up by a 4-foot Raptor engine delivering 1 billion pounds of cargo to Mars? Stop it. Part 3. See, all design from the mind of a maker. The mind of a maker. You see it everywhere. Creators not only create products, they introduce you to an entire reality. We're living in several. Look around. Become curious from the mind of a maker. Create what they're creating, or you can use their process. You can use it as a distinguished blueprint for a successful manifestation method. Entertainment made by the artists you love, creators you love, okay? And the inventors of interstellar space travel, they have a heightened sensory acuity, receiving a wealth of information with the capacity to deliver results with clear instruction. Now, you're going to learn how. Better than you've ever known. Now follow me. We're going to go talk to Elon. Today's syllabus, in form of hypothetical interview. Ask Elon, part 1, the art of mentalism. Part 2, 2 moons are better than 1. Part 3, beyond time and space. Let's start. I am very excited. Thoughts with you is like giving us a Willy Wonka golden ticket. We think we know what we're getting, then we get pulled in to get this earth-shattering perspective. So I have to ask, is mentalism a transcendental folklore that evolved into the law of attraction in a magical way? Does it have a solid science behind it that solidifies the term?
Yeah, sure. Neural nets basically orchestrate an alignment of atoms, like organized belief systems, to studying anything. Back to the golden ticket, don't go to the factory and drown in the chocolate. People have transformed mentalism from a solid, tangible reality into a now walk in and breathe into a kind of fairy tale sort of colloquial expression. For example, law of attraction. Law of attraction is generally defined as what you think you receive, right? What you think is what you think you receive. Okay, attraction in science is magnetism, simple push and pulling of electronic current circulating atoms. The more atoms you get in line, the more force you have in your network. Okay, humans are like magnets, atoms even. Thinking atoms. Think about it. If you focus on anything long enough with the right amount of energy, you can stand up and with the effort grab anything to make attainable. It's really just the technique of how you go about things and strategize into getting them, into bringing them into fruition from what you think to what you can hold.
Wow. Listen, I'm playing this back. I'm looking forward to it because you're already blowing my mind.
Yeah, well, it's kind of the isms as well.
Isms? What do you mean, the isms?
Yeah, weary of anything with isms at the end of it. It's turning into a social strata or religion or behavior, identity. Like capitalism, socialism, racism, behavioralism, all the isms in general. Mental, you could say, is defined by the intellectual output of any brain activity, cognitive function, really. Your submodalities, how it works, how your brain orchestrates, puts together information and distributes an output. So you smash mental and ism together, you kind of can define that as anything.
Very, very, very interesting. I see. 2 moons are better than 1. Now, the more I sit here and listen, the more curious I feel myself becoming. How do you get your goals done? I mean, it's crazy. Owner and engineer at SpaceX, CEO and product architect at Tesla, Neuralink designer. When I now pay attention, now everything comes together, everything. The building up of what I feel is happy, more exciting accomplishments from world-changing contributions. Maybe that's why you are happy. You are contributing to the world. It is world-changing. Change in a good way. Happy happy? What's your secret recipe? Like, what makes you get all of this done? What drives you? How do you get so much done with so much to do?
Well, you just do it, and then it's done. Sensory data, more sensory rich datum you can kind of feed your brain, the more instruction your brain it has. Your brain is like a secretary. If you tell it what to do, give it proper instruction, you can virtually use it to accomplish any task. I'm sure you can agree. For example, Starship uses interplanetary transport. Building cities on Mars requires affordable delivery of significant quantities of cargo and people. Of course, I have to think about this stuff because if I don't, who will? Can send you to Mars without oxygen, you might die. You're thinking about Mars soil, stepping on Mars soil. How soft is it? How hard is it? The water it contains, the soil contains water to extract. If it isn't too cold or too hot, sunlight to use, solar panels. How big of solar panels do we need? How much gravity on Mars is 38% of what is on Earth, which makes it one of the reasons why it's the second planet most adaptable. That's enough, we believe, to be sufficient for human bodies to adapt to and survive on a sustainable life period. What kind of atmosphere is it? Does it have the kind of protective layer from the sun's radiation? The day and night rhythm is similar to ours. There's a lot of content in my mind that I have to think about before I make big decisions. The problem is people think about the goals too little detail to bring everything into a big picture existence. Blow the pictures up in your mind. The pictures of the things that you think about, that you want. Imagine smelling them, touching them. How hot, how cold, how do you feel in your dream house or business? What kind of coffee are you drinking when you're standing in the room of this location? Is it hot? Is it in a styrofoam cup? Is it in a mug? Lift it to your face, see the fumes evaporate from the cup. Lift your coffee to your face like you're drinking it. See the fumes coming up from the cup into your face. Smell the delicious roasted beans and taste it. Taste it. Did it burn your mouth? and you can do this with anything, not just coffee, day to day even. Just starting to practice with small goals, and working your way up to bigger ones will get you there by repetition. The best way the brain learns is repetitiously, by repetition. Now, because your brain remembers things in ordinal layers, so the more content you give it through those senses, sensory input, the better you can plan anything, because you'll have more instruction that you can work with to build something sustainable.
That is so true. When I think back, I'm just now starting to realize right now I need to put more sensory data and make a movie out of it. I mean, like an IMAX widescreen, high resolution camera, film projectors, and their theaters are like stadium seating. These two giant speakers on the side booming with action. I can feel the bass vibrating the seat I'm sitting on now. I love it. I wish these moments would last forever.
They do, or they can. Yeah.
Wait, that sounds like time travel. How is that possible? What are you talking about exactly? Explain. I mean, we all do know time is money.
Subjectively controlling your submodalities, you can mentally slow down how you experience the world. Like have you ever noticed when you do something you hate, like you absolutely hate, it takes forever. And when you do something you love, it goes by really quick, like really quick. Oh, that should be backwards. right. I would rather enjoy the things I like longer than the things I don't like. Reason for that is perception, processing and categorizing, or amygdala and hippocampus. How you view life determines what you get from it at all times. I mean, if you want to come to Mars, you can estimate the specific orbit, map out interplanetary trajectory, spark up some Raptor engines. Raptor's a family of full-blown combustion cycles, rocket engines developed and manufactured by SpaceX, of course. We use those in development to put in the starships to launch the vehicles powered by cryogenic liquid methane and liquid oxygen. That's your taxi to Mars. So, depending on your level of evaluating you, the environment around you, and how you interact with it, you can create a measurable point of reference where you are to where you would like to be. At the end of the day, our flesh distributes back to nature, and we are no longer existing here, at least. Maybe we travel to other planes. Maybe that if death is final, if it is, then the moments you enjoy would be lost forever. Essentially, it's conceptual. When you're here, you wouldn't be alive after you're gone to use anything for a point of measure to say otherwise. Wow, that's really profound. Live in a moment. You may not get another one. It's a must. I put more sensory data inside of my goals, inside of my desired outcome every day. Through this, I see we can live a richer, fuller, happier life. Experience more and more detail, greater the pleasure. How we are interacting on an everyday basis with the things around us to kind of gauge if we're getting the right result and the results that we actually want, and beyond time and space. Maybe I will see you on Mars, or I might just take over Earth. I'll start here. I can't build the Raptor rocket for the Starship, but beam me up, Scotty. Elon. I'll see you soon. We're going to do this again, and thank you for coming. Let's start.